This is the second day of Pensacon, and I am standing in front of the Rex Theater. You can't really see it very well, but this is where I'm going in for a Glenn Morshower panel. And this is the last thing I'm going to do at Pensacon this year, and maybe the last thing I do at Pensacon ever. Second year in a row at Pensacon, not a great experience. Volunteers didn't know really anything. There's no information communicated between anybody. I had a media pass this year that seemed to be kind of pointless. I had emailed the head of the media group for Pensacon, and she said that I could probably interview Glenn Morshower, but then there was no information given to me before I got here, no dates, no times. So he's been nice enough. I'm going to try to see if I can go in there and actually talk to him for a few minutes for Supergirl Radio. So it was very frustrating this year, maybe even more so than last year. Lines were really long to get into the convention, to get the pass. Sometimes lines were frustrating for the celebrity autographs and things like that. But despite the problems with communication and the frustration of it all, had a fairly good time. I got to meet Rachel Scarston, so I can cross another Birds of Prey actress off the list. Sort of another Black Canary, not quite. She played the daughter of Black Canary, so pretty close. But she was really fun because I told her about how I thought the Birds of Prey TV show was underrated and ahead of its time, and I truly believe that, because now people want a Birds of Prey TV show and we can't get one, which is really frustrating. But she was funny because I was really surprised by how much she knew about Arrow and how much she kept up with it. I mean, she's on a CW show, so she may have friends who work on Arrow. She mentioned Katie Cassidy. She mentioned the actress who played Huntress, and I even was laughing with her about it, because I was like, why would you put Huntress in prison? Because then you can't do anything with her. That seems really stupid. And she was laughing, and she was like, dude, I don't even know what to tell you. So I had a good time talking with her, and she was really funny because I paid to have a selfie made with her, and so we took one picture kind of just normally, and then she asked, you want to do a funny one? And I was like, okay. So her face is a little funnier than mine. I just made a really stupid face. So I had a really good experience meeting Rachel Scarston. I also got to meet Glenn Morshower, and I gushed about the Lane family with him, and then mentioned also that I liked him in 24, and we talked about Jean Smart a little bit. So that was neat, that I sort of have a connection to designing women now. My friend Mike met Vernon Wells and Jason Mewes, and so we saw some people that we wanted to see. The frustrating thing about Pensacon, I think, is that it took so long for us to get badges to get in that it sort of wasted a lot of time. We missed panels. We had to kind of just walk around for the celebrity autographs because there weren't times posted anywhere. We couldn't figure any of that out because there was no information. I think the bottom line for Pensacon is just no information. So they need to get information out there. I did get my picture made with the Flash, sort of. Local CW station here had a booth in front of the Pensacola Bay Center, and so there was a guy dressed up like the Flash, so I said, why not? I'll get my picture made with him. And it was really funny because I kind of did like a running pose with him, because what other pose are you going to do with the Flash? And the chick taking the picture was like, oh, that's good, yeah, do that. Like, it was the first time anybody had ever done that, which is very bizarre. Like, the only pose you should ever do with the Flash is a running pose. Had a lot of fun at the vendor area, spent a lot more money at the vendor area here than I did last year. I geeked out pretty hard when I saw there was a Gal Gadot Wonder Woman poster, so I had to buy that, had to get my hands on that. I bought some Supergirl comics, found some fun issues there. I also got a bombshell Supergirl keychain, which was, I thought, pretty unique. I looked at maybe buying the Lois Lane bombshell statue, but that's over $100. I can't do that, but I can pay $10 for a keychain. So, vendor area and the celebrity autographs and pictures, very successful. Didn't get to really go to any of the panels just because things were other things were taking up my time. And I think that's the unfortunate thing, because I always loved the panels. I loved the fan panels. And here I couldn't really do any of that. And the Glenn Morshower panel that I'm about to go to is at the Rex Theater, which is a really nice old theater that is now apparently the home to a church, which is very cool. But it's way the heck away from the Pensacola Bay Center, and you have to get on a trolley and get over here. So I don't know, we'll see how this goes, but Pensacon has not left a good impression on me the last 2 years. And I know it's growing. I know it's only the third year that they've done it, so I know they have lots to figure out, but they seem like they were throwing a lot of things together. Thursday night when I went to go pick up my media pass, they were still printing badges. Then Friday morning when we got there 2 hours before the convention was supposed to be open, they were just then setting up their computers to scan stuff and sell tickets. So I didn't think that was altogether organized very well. It was not executed very well. Even when I had to go inside and get questions answered, the merch table was just then putting out merchandise. So I think maybe they need to do a little more in the preparedness department, get all of their volunteers prepared. I think that's the key. Information. I think I had fun in the vendor area. I had fun meeting some people that I've loved in my TV shows. I had a lot of fun with my friend Mike. After Pensacon yesterday, we heard that there was some stuff going on downtown Pensacola, like some craft stuff and just kind of fun, neat things going on downtown. And so we kind of came down here and saw some musical acts and got some crepes. So that was actually awesome, because there was this one group of kids who were singing and playing musical instruments, and they were very good. I was super impressed with them. So that was kind of a highlight. And we also went to Joe Patty's again. We did that last year and got some beignets. So there's some things that made up for some Pensacon craziness. I'm glad I came away from this with some things that I can take home and enjoy. But yeah, I think this might do it for Pensacon and me.